It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Giants and the Titans, and it's coming up next.
It's the building that was opened the year the franchise became known as the Titans. Welcome to Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. And just like that, the season has reached October. Joined by Brock Hewer up here in the booth, I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, I don't know about you, but I just feel like the smell starts to change. Throwing on their first play. Hauled in left side. Now a moment to check out his numbers catching that football last week. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. They put a receiver in motion here left. From the 40 on 2nd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That one ends up a gain of 6. And the Titans will have a first down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He finds Tigger Conklin for the grab. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And that'll be a Tennessee first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
First carry here for Tony Pollard. And he pushed deep in enemy territory with that, down inside the 25. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. From the 24. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Michael McFadden able to make the play. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. They give to Pollard from the gun. And defenders continue to swarm over to get him at the line. Just short on 3rd down, no gain on the run, and now what will they do on 4th?
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Offense staying out there, it's 4th and 1. They'll go, it's Pollard. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. It's an 8-yard gain. What a great call on 4th down. It keeps this drive moving.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Right back to Pollard. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now. Throwing off the play fake here. Got to it right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now a 4th down, staring right at him. The Titans. Field goal unit here. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, That's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
To return this, Marcus Jones. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So the Giants out and get set for their first drive. And they'll be let out by their third-year signal caller.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
Fits it through the middle. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Now movement as somebody goes early, and for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials.
Ball start.
There's a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Airing it out on 1st down. He has it at the 5! And that's a New York touchdown! Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
That one right down the middle. And the Giants one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. This return starts at the 5. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The Titans offense out to the field, ready for their second drive. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Titans will have a 1st down. 1 play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Slot receiver headed left. 1st and 10, it's Pollard. And they had that one contained right at the line. That was Jonathan Allen on the tackle. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun. Okonkwo brings it in. And that's good for a gain of 5. Jalen Thompson, the man on the tackle. 5 men in the secondary for the G-men now, ahead of 3rd down. They'll try and throw it here. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Handoff running left, Pollard. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You call that 1st down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he gets up for a gain of about 4. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the 1st quarter. Neither side separating much so far. More from Nissan Stadium coming up after the break. Ready to go with our second quarter. Titans with the ball and a chance to score. The give on second to Pollard. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
This throw is caught. And this is down all the way to the 3. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. They'll try and take an option left side. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. Buckle up, it's third and goal.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now third and goal.
Pollard. And he's brought down for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. The flag comes out. So this is going to back them up to the edge of the end zone.
Ball start.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
On the return, here's Jones. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Giants taking the field for their second possession. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Back to throw on 1st and 10. Ferguson's got it, complete. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. L'Jarius Sneed there for the stop. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Receiver in motion, headed right. Escapes a defender. Nice seam in the defense as he crosses the 45. And he has this all the way down to the 29-yard line. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
Yeah, when you got a game changer as a wide receiver, you want to get the ball in his hands any way you can. And I love that call. Right, we see it all the time on bubbles and quick little receptions. But put the ball in his hands as a runner, and this dude's dynamic.
Dell with the grab. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Sending the tight end in motion left. From the 23. Has it down close. He has the New York touchdown. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with a touchdown.
Lining up now to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants grow their lead to 8. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. 24-yard line. He stopped on the return at the 27. We'll get another look at this Tennessee offense. They managed 3 on their last drive, but down inside the red zone, disappointing not to come away with a touchdown. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Caught, nice game left side. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. It's a gain of 22. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Up the middle, here goes Pollard. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
He's throwing deep to the... He's got it inside the 10! And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Big play got him to the doorstep, Brock. 4 more yards now in goal to go. Working inside the red zone. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that makes it 2nd and goal. Back now, pressure on its way. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans earn the chance to tie before halftime. Kicking team on to try the PAT. And he hits the extra points. A little surprised they wouldn't go for 2 in the tie, but at least he made it, so the lead falls to a single point. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. He fields it from the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And they've had a real connection looking his way in our opening half. Seems pretty clear that he's the one the coverage is going to have to adjust to and start slowing down. Motioning him from the slot right. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Complete to Dell. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just 1 play. It's caught, Ferguson. And he gets it across midfield and into Titans territory. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Back to throw now. Connection made to Dell. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They'll throw it again. Short pass brought in. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. 2nd and 3 now. From the 32. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. First time this game they've looked to him. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3. Motion man sent left. They're going play action. Has his man, it's Tracy. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. Touchdown, Giants.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Able to hit Robinson, complete.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Only time left for 1 more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This only a chip shot from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. We're through 2 here with the Giants overcoming home field advantage. They've got the lead at the break. Now it's down to Florida, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll start in the black and blue division. Chicago hosting Minnesota at Soldier Field. And in the second quarter, it's the Vikings who are out on top. Tyson Bagent throwing the football well. He has 3 touchdown passes. From there, we'll head down to the Big Easy. Check on the Saints at home at the Superdome. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Cleveland Browns. The Saints seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Jordan Travis has thrown a touchdown pass. Both these teams making their way out of the tunnel, and we're ready for the second half. And for the call, we send it back to Kate Scott and the other blonde bomber, Brock Hewitt.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. On the return, here's Jones. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Giants headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Tackled there by Jerome Baker. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. He's going to throw this one. Ferguson there to bring it in. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
Complete out to the right. That one gains 7. And the Giants will have a first down. No slated downs to approach here from the 40. They'll run here on first down. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Tackled by big Logan Hall. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. They've got a man in motion. From the gun, it's Tracy. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
Pass play on 1st and 10. It is Cup left side. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. They send a receiver in motion right. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
that felt like to me, Kate? That felt like a little bit of overthinking, where he's just waiting for the perfect lane and the breakaway run. But against defenses in this league, you hesitate, you get tackled for a loss.
Here's 2nd and 11. He's marking won't risk something here. Just chucks it away.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
That's caught for the first. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. They get 22 on that one. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They're trying an option play left side on first down. And he's able to fight this down to the 2. That's 8 yards on that run, and now it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. The flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. On 2nd and 12 now. The throw is caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants grow the lead coming out of halftime. Tank Dell, the touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants drive their lead to 11. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Titans and Tony Pollard headed back out there offensively. And the running lanes, and they've been hazardous. Not quite the decorated collection of highlights from him that we're going to look at here. Those big plays, the explosive runs where he leads an offense, just haven't been there for him in this one. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. That's going to be caught. Tony Pollard. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
They go play action on 1st. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. They'll get 18 yards there. And the Titans will have a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Now Now he'll throw off the play fake. Buying some time. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home that sack.
And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Titans ball, and they could use a score. They come into the fourth trailing. This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. Looking to the air here. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
And this looks like it got just inside the 20 as it flew out, and indeed it did. They're putting the ball at the 19-yard line. The Giants ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year is over.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And this one doesn't go far. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. They're throwing it. Ferguson's got it, complete. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. So the Tennessee offense headed out for another series. And you and I both know, Brock, they, like so many teams in this league, fans of establishing the run to begin a football game. Well, I'm looking at my watch, I'm looking up at the scoreboard. We're sometime into this one now, and they still haven't been able to establish it against this defense.
Yeah, kind of like when we walk into a defensive meeting room and sit with the D coordinator, and what is his #1 premise each and every week? Stop the run. Stop the run.
Yep.
Because you know if you create that kind of imbalance and you take away the run, you have a chance of playing pretty good defense like they've done. Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings them to 3rd down.
6 yards to go.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Giants side of the field. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Giants' 45-yard line.
They are throwing it again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
The best defensive ends in the NFL, they win sustained battles to get home. Nope. Sometimes, Kate, all they need is one quick move, and they're into the backfield blowing it up.
Into the hands And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Working inside the red zone. And he'll score! Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans now within one score in the fourth. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
He's on the move. And they get the two-point conversion. He's in the lead, only a field goal now. Critical two-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A three-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there. Get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. His return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to one score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They go play action here. He finds Johnson. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And he's brought down for a loss. The 2-minute warning here in Nashville. Giants holding on to a field goal lead. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. Back to throw it. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. They're now set for 1st and 10. Now a give running right. And he's tackled for a short gain. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back-to-back carries here. And this one doesn't work any better. Defense there to drop him at the line again. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Here he is to throw. Complete out to the right side. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. No return on this one. It's going to make it out of bounds and across the 25, spotted at the 24. They're out and set, 1st and 10. So now here comes the Titans on offense. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. Titans in the hurry up, trying to get this play off fast. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. He'll look to throw it. Put the body on the line for his team. Titans in the hurry up, trying to get this play off fast. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. For the third time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. The Giants using their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. This is biggest moment of the game so far. An important field goal try here. This is a 55-yard look from the left hash. And it's on its way and through. He hit it from deep. And in the final moments, they force overtime.
Overtime rested on his leg, Kate, and he got the job done. Now, if things go a specific way in OT, the next time we see him line up, it could be for the game winner.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Back to throw. He puts some air under this one. Deep right. That's low and bounces short of his man. Well, Brock, 4 quarters, couldn't decide a winner. And now we're set up for an exciting conclusion to this contest. Overtime is coming up next. So as we go through this coin toss, Brock, I'm sure most of our fans know it, but this is something that can decide the game. If the team who gets it first scores a touchdown, the game is over. But if they only kick a field goal, their opponent gets it with a shot to win or tie. And if we play beyond those 2 possessions, the next score would then win. Now hopefully this conclusion will be just as exciting as our opening 4 quarters. The kick is away here in overtime. Return coming from the 6. This return makes it up to the 25. Out come the Titans for another offensive possession. They couldn't quite get the job done in regulation, but the home crowd rising now to fire them up and help them finish the job right away in OT. First throw of overtime now. Catch is made down the right sideline. Even 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Titans will have a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Only took him 1 play, partner, and they've already made it to that 40-yard line. Trying the inside handoff to Pollard. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Bails out of the pocket quick. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Throwing from the gun. Caught, nice game left side. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans go up by 6. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
So here in Nashville, the Titans come away with the win. And it took some extra effort, Brock, some bonus football before they were finally able to separate from the opposition and earn that hard-fought victory.